powered by the Montana Television Network. This is the 5:30 News on KPAX, Montana's news leader.
Good evening, I'm Kent Lutzen. Northwest Montana has seen some mild temperatures this weekend, and I am not complaining about it. And it sounds like these temps could stay for the beginning of the work week, but with the latest on weather, let's go to meteorologist Russ Thomas with his first forecast. Russ.
Yeah, Kent, you know what? You're right. It is going to stay that way for Monday and really throughout the rest of this week. We'll have little dips here and then peaks as well, but generally speaking, a lot of 30s for highs. And in fact, sitting here right now at 35 in Missoula, about 41 degrees in Hamilton. Looks like we have our temperature corrected from Kalispell from what we saw last night. We're at 36 right now, 35 Thompson Falls, and 40 degrees in Helena. As we look around the state, that's really, we're finding pretty uniform 30s. A couple spots a little lower, a couple spots a little bit warmer. Coming up in just a few minutes, we will take a look at the work week. Monday looks good. After that, pretty active. Thanks,
Russ. The office of recently appointed President Seth Bodner released a statement last week via email. In the release, he's laid out priorities and talked about the importance of communication. Bodner laid out 4 main points in the email. First, he wants to explore ways to keep on the cutting edge by focusing on the strengths that already has. Secondly, Bodner emphasized running a tight ship with limited resources. He stressed being as efficient and focused as possible. Thirdly, he wants to build a supportive community at to cherish diversity and to create a safe environment for everyone. Finally, above all else, Bodner wants to raise enrollment and retain students until graduation. Bodner added, quote, "As I continue to build upon my own understanding of our community, I look forward to meeting many of you on campus and across the state. I will engage our community not only through in-person meetings, but also via social media on Twitter, and will periodically share blog posts. I look forward to your thoughts and feedback." Currently, Bodner and interim President Sheila Stearns are serving while they transition presidencies. And breaking news out of Belgrade this evening, 1 person has died after police responded to reports of a gunshot. MTN's Kenneth Webb was on the scene of an incident on Idaho Street and spoke exclusively with Belgrade Police Chief E.J. Clark to find out what happened.
We received a call of an incident at 1300 block of Idaho Street. Belgrade officers and Gallatin County Sheriff's deputies arrived. We found 2 individuals that appeared to be injured from gunshot wounds. One of those individuals has passed away. The other one has been taken to the hospital for treatment. Still working on that and waiting to find out what that result's going to be.
According to Chief Clark, the time of this incident is still unknown.
With a homicide scene, it's busy, takes a long time, it's long drawn out. So the officers are working, and that's where we're at right now.
The Belgrade Police Department has a suspect in custody.
Through the officers' efforts, we've come up with a suspect who's in custody, and that aspect's being worked right now, so we feel pretty confident that the public's safe at this point.
With this homicide investigation still ongoing, if any new information comes upon us, we will definitely let you know. For now, reporting from Belgrade, Kenneth Webb, MTN News.
Again, we will continue to update this story as we gather more information. And a new extensive collection is coming to the Montana State University archives, the documents of Mike Clark, a collection that the university had great interest in as it preserves the fight against mining near Yellowstone National Park. MTN's Morgan Davies speaks with Mike Clark himself to learn more about these archives.
Yellowstone was entrusted into our care as a people, a whole people, more than 120 years ago now. And today we are saying to the rest of the world, to the rest of our country, and to future generations of America, we have been worthy of that trust, and we are giving it on to our children and our children's children.
That was former President Bill Clinton speaking at Yellowstone National Park after he arranged a federal buyout for a company that wanted to mine near the park. The deal is something that Mike Clark is credited with.
Their campaign, and successful campaign, to combat the mining claims of the Noranda Company at Crown Butte, just outside of Yellowstone National Park. Through the efforts of Mike and that organization and a lot of other concerned people, that area was withdrawn from mineral resource consideration by the federal government during the Clinton administration.
Clark says that he documented the Yellowstone area for nearly 50 years, and as the former director of the Greater Yellowstone Coalition, he says that it was remarkable to work with Clinton.
Once we got the attention of the president, he was very concerned about the park, he told his staff and he told his cabinet, figure out a way to do this. And the cabinet actually, he asked Vice President Gore to chair a monthly meeting of the U.S. cabinet on solutions to stopping the mine. And they did that for about 6 or 8 months. So it was a high-level engagement by the president and by his top people.
Pictures, writings, and even the documents between the mining company and the president can all be found in the MSU archives. It's going to take some time for them to go through all this to put them in an organized and comprehensive manner before it's open to the public in June. Reporting in the studio, Morgan Davies, MTN News.
The Greater Yellowstone Coalition is still around today and has been working to stop 2 other mines around the park. And in national news, it's been a $1 billion lottery weekend after a lone Powerball ticket sold in New Hampshire matched all 6 numbers and will claim a $559.7 million jackpot. It came one day after another single ticket sold in Florida won a $450 million Mega Millions grand prize. It's a lot of money. Since Reed's Ferry Market opened at 5:30 this morning, dozens of excited regulars have stopped by the small independent convenience store in New Hampshire that sold the winning Powerball ticket to congratulate the owner and chat about the wins. Store owner Sam Saffa said he doesn't know the identity of the winner, but hopes one of the regulars from the over 100-year-old store in Merrimack, about 25 miles south of Concord, won the nation's 8th largest lottery jackpot. He said that by selling the ticket, it felt like he himself had won. The store will receive a $75,000 bonus for selling the winning ticket. The winning Powerball numbers drawn Saturday night were 12, 29, 30, 33, 61, and the Powerball 26. The initial jackpot was estimated at $570 million, but the actual jackpot at the time of the drawing was the lesser amount, $559.7 million. New Hampshire lottery spokesperson said on Sunday, as of mid-afternoon on Sunday, the winner had not yet come forward. So you could still be out there. And coming up, how safe was it to travel by air in 2017? Find out next. Plus, influenza has spread across the nation and has caused multiple deaths. Stay tuned for this story.